Greetings, Mythics. How are we all? Hopefully you've all had a lovely couple of weeks. Yes, I'm back. I'm back, baby. It's Ken Boyter. And Gruckle. Yes, we're back. I've been away for a few weeks. It's because of life. Life has got, you know, in the way. No, not in the way. I always say that real life takes priority over watching a live stream or indeed doing a live stream, because you can't, I think real life is, you know, it's very important. I mean, online is important for some people, obviously, but real life, you can't knock real life. Hello there, Julian. We're live and alive. Yes, we're live and alive. Exactly. My name is Ken Boyter, for those of you that don't know, that are watching this randomly somehow. I also have a YouTube channel called The Bottled Imp, co-created by my good friend Julian. Not that Julian, a different Julian. We have over 450 episodes of fancy goodness, fancy board game reviews, fancy book reviews, and fancy film reviews. This is Gruckle of the said Bottled Imp. However, I also have a Edra Scrolls YouTube channel, so if you miss any of these live streams, they do go over onto the YouTubes, the Edra Scrolls YouTubes. And also, not only that, look at this. Look at this, value for money. This is completely free. But anyway, so anything I do is value for money. Edra Scrolls is also a website. So if you want to check out any of my creative projects, I write, I design board games, I do all sorts of shenanigans. I put it all up onto the Edra Scrolls website. So go to edrascrolls.com. The other Julian, exactly, not I. Thank you for confirming that. How are you, Julian? Is everything well with you? How did your live stream go last night? People that are watching, Julian also does a live stream. Not this Julian, but that Julian. Babel_17 is his channel, and he does live streams of game books. He does them every Thursday. Good though. Thursday was very good. We died twice. Yes, he did tell me that actually. Yeah. Died twice. Dying once in a session is, you know, is foolish. I don't know what the saying is. But dying twice, that's on you. Good sunny afternoon, everyone, says Lee Rin. Well, he actually said good sunny summer afternoon. And Martha is here. She grumbles too early in the morning. That is fair enough. Played D&D from 7 AM to 10:30 PM yesterday. You're going to get a bell for that. That is a massive session. That is a huge session. However, I would imagine it was massively enjoyable. Massively enjoyable. Did anybody of your party die? It's always what happens in those long sessions. At least one of you will have died. Talisman of Death is the game book that Julian is doing by Jamie Thompson and Mike Smith. It's book 11 in the Fighting Fancy series. See, as a kid, you don't really notice that kind of thing, that other people started to write them. And what I learned as I was older, as I got back into all of this, was you know, how early on in the series that they got people involved. So as long as it's not all been a week again. Did you do a week's for D&D? And Jonathan is here as well. Hello, Ace Gamebooks. I noticed. There it is. Oh, thank you very much there. Julian's put the link in there to my website if you'd like to check out any of my creative projects. Martha put it was stolen. No, sorry. It was session 18, and we have done this for a while. Yes, it had been all week again. Do you know what, though? It is very addictive. D&D, Pathfinder, any. I was going to say also, Jonathan, Ace Gamebooks, you've done some RPGs as well. They are very addictive. You know, Jonathan's written some. I would imagine they're quite cool to write one. Because I'm tempted to do an RPG. What do you reckon? Is it worth doing, Jonathan? But yeah, it's they're very addictive, because if you like a bit of role play, or even if you don't like role play, because you don't have to role play it, do you? You can just say my character, you know, steals the coin from the table, you know, rather than going, ha ha ha, look at me, I've stolen the coin, and act it out. You can do it both ways. But you're going on an adventure, and that's what is very, very addictive. Okay, let's just read some of these comments. Levin has put, whoa, 2 weeks straight of 7mm IMAX screens for Homer's The Odyssey booked, clean out. Well, at least it means the theatres will keep letting us have sessions in the third week to come. Okay, so you've seen The Odyssey on IMAX. Was it good? I've heard that it's getting sort of good reviews, but with a few mixed reviews. Because they have changed part of The Odyssey, so some people aren't happy about that. Jonathan's put it, there are still people who have no idea. Someone once commented. Can I read? No. Someone commented, and not that long ago, that they thought the books Jackson and Livingston wrote together were the better ones, although they actually collaborated on one book. Yeah, it's all about perception, isn't it? Because it says, you know, Ian Livingstone, Steve Jackson's on all of them. I just assumed that. I assumed that, you know, as a kid that they wrote them both together. And then it's only when you find out, oh, they did them individually. But it makes sense to do them individually because you can write more in the series quicker. And then when they did take off, people, you know, wanted to publish more, as Jonathan knows. This is how I understand it anyway. Obviously, I'm no expert on this. And so they then invited people to write them as well, but they didn't put their names on the cover. They put them on the inside leaf. So Julian has hit, but Julian's also... Oh, look at that, Julian. Thank you very much. He's also put the Bottled Imp. The YouTube channels, Oh, those were the days. We used to do... I think we did pretty well with those. I think we did some pretty good episodes. We did, you know... it took me about maybe a day to write 3 episodes, you know, because... Well, that was just writing them, because I did script them. And then helped me remember them, because I did them without an auto cue. I did them in one take. Julian made me do them in one take. And also I scripted them out, but then I did a bullet point of what comes next. You know, what point do I want to talk about next? So we did them all in one take. Julian sometimes had 2 or 3 cameras set up, especially for a board game. Again, I did all of those in one take. You know, and some of those games were quite complicated. You know, they're like half-an-hour videos. I don't know how many other people could do that in one take. And we got some good comments. We rarely got negative comments about them. So yes, Martha, that's good advice from Julian there. Don't burn out, Martha. But I won't. And you're sounding like a concerned dad. Well, you know, he is a dad. He is a dad. It's a good bit of advice though, because as I say, D&D RPGs, they can be addictive. Absolutely, because you're really getting involved. I don't know, it's something to do with the psyche, isn't it? The mind. Levens, but not yet, but about to book that is close to my heart is Hamlet. Wow. So you've not seen The Odyssey yet, and Hamlet is coming out. What Hamlet is that then? Who's doing Hamlet? Because I'm concerned I don't need to get unwell again. That is all. Yes, absolutely. Everybody keep an eye on everybody. Keep an eye on each other. Burnouts, obviously, as Martha knows, I know, Jonathan probably knows, is a real thing. Especially if you're doing something you enjoy, like doing my games design, my writing. You can get burnt out. You can definitely get burnt out. Subscribers is not too shabby, sir. Yeah, 462 videos. Yes, thank you very much. I know that we were growing quite well. We were growing about 150 subscribers a month. And you know, it was just circumstances, our own personal lives you know, we couldn't do them anymore. It took Julian about, I don't know, a day to edit 3 of them. So it took, all in all, I think we worked out, it took 3 days to do 3 videos, which was, we did 1 a month. Considering we both had jobs and, you know, it was difficult. But we wanted to do it, so we did it. Jonathan has put a curiously, my name appears on the front of the Danish FF books are publishing. Yes, well done. Well done. Is that recently now, though? Because I did see quickly just before we came online a post where you said, I think, was it the Danish version of one of your books? And I think nowadays they might put the author's name on it, because it's almost like, yeah, you didn't write that, Ian Livingstone and Steve Jackson. You set it up, you were the brainchild behind it, fantastic, and you wrote good ones, you know, obviously. But then, you know, it's almost like time has passed. I don't know what I mean, but they obviously wanted to keep a brand going. So Steve Jackson, Ian Livingstone put their name on the cover regardless. But then I'm sure it was Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone presents. And then, you know, it would just say the city of pigeons. The city of pigeons. Let's try that again. Curiously, my name appears on the... Oh, okay. No, okay. Curiously, my name appears on the front of the Fighting Fantasy game Danish publisher. Oh, I see. Fargeos Cigara are putting out. Yes. So are they doing all of the Fighting Fantasy then? 8.67 subscribers, not too shabby, sir. Yes. Exactly. We were growing well, the Bottled Imp. And even we still get subscribers now, and we're not doing them. So, Martha's put, I won't be this time, I've taken breaks. Well done, Martha, well done. No, I meant, the Odyssey is a story close to my heart as Hamlet. Oh, I see, from high school literature, classic days. Yes. It is funny because I guess, I don't know if there's similarities between Hamlet and the Odyssey. I don't know the Odyssey that well. But, yeah. If you learn something at the same time, then they become parallel. Like I remember studying Animal Farm and Journey's End. And so to me, they're just connected. But I don't know if there's any actual connections to the books. I guess there kind of is. You could probably draw some. My poor rogue Benjamin is now more traumatised. Oh, bless him. Bless him. Get him into rehab. Get him into therapy. Get him into thieves therapy. Lyrian put, as John once delightfully described me as, I'm a culture vulture who has a soft spot for Shakespeare and Greek Roman literature. Yeah, you definitely are a culture vulture. You seem to know a lot of things. A lot of things. You got a good memory. My memory's shocking, so I do forget things. I'll even forget that I've seen something. And it's always been one of my things that I've always been slightly jealous of people that just can retain information and quotes, Oscar Wilde quotes, and then they can be very erudite and start quoting things. And it's like, I just can't do that. I just can't do that. So I'm not even going to try anymore. Jonathan says, yes, it did say presents, but a lot of people didn't pay much attention to the title page inside. Yeah, I think I remember the change, noticing it said presents, and wondered what that was. So I probably didn't think, oh, someone else has written this. But obviously I had no connection to them. It was like, oh, okay, and then just crack on with the adventure. But now that's all changed, isn't it? It's all changed. Jonathan's also put Morton Got Shakalak. Is that a made-up name? Has just revealed the new cover of Night of the Romancer that is out in September. Fantastic. Is that the next? Is that your one, Jonathan? Yeah. Because I saw something you just posted. Is that the one you've just posted? And I think I liked it. It looked really cool. Lyrians, and considering the so-called sacrilegious changes only last for 6 minutes of it. Oh, I see. So also tend to be folks who defend the so-called good old days when John Wayne and Mickey Rooney played Asians in in buck teeth. I'm definitely seeing it as a thumbs up support for diversity and equality, and one finger salute to support of whitewashing and monoculturalism. Thank you, John, says Lirin. Martha's put here, Benjamin has nearly died twice due to a fever. The first time was gone for a week, the next time was sick for 2 weeks. Oh my god. He has some weird light ancestral magic, but any time he uses it, he gets exhausted. Well, that's fair enough. There's got to be a cost for magic, isn't there? Yeah. Well, I'm glad he survived. Jonathan has also put, what made it more confusing was the first Presents book was by Steve Jackson. I see, but it was the US Steve Jackson, which I didn't realise at the time. No, nobody realised at the time. Why would we? We were kids. We're not overly bothered, are we? And we'd just go Steve Jackson. You wouldn't think, oh, it's a different Steve Jackson. Yes, Night of the Romancer. That's one of yours, is it? I do ask, and then I always forget which ones are yours. I always ask. About once a year, maybe twice a year. Oh dear, is Benjamin a wild magic sorcerer? Martha, but he is kind sad. He is kind sad. He might be the only one left of his bloodline. Oh no, due to the big bay hunted his father's family line. Oh. Well, speaking of game books, I've been posting more To Kill a Thief game books to backers, and also yesterday I realised, oh look, I've still got people who haven't given me their addresses. So I emailed everybody that hadn't given me their addresses to receive their book, and so I got a number of those addresses back. So I will be parceling them up and sending them out over the next coming weeks. And then I hope, before Fighting Fantasy Festival 6 comes around, to have delivered everything to all the backers. And you know, I do apologise. I'm so sorry it's taken this long. It's taken over a year, which, you know, isn't ideal. And obviously it wasn't my intention to do this, but it's just the way it's gone. So I will be making a little video for the backers just to explain kind of what happened and why it took so long, and also the changes that are going to happen on the next Kickstarter. So there we go. Julian has put in Night of the Romancer, John Green, Wizard Publishing, OAC, Attempt 2, 2012 plus. OAC, was that a new edition? Oh, lovely. Silver, Martha has put in, no, Benjamin is a rogue swashbuckler, so I have no how. Oh, I see it, no clue how he has magic. Oh, I see. Is that part of like the backstory? Is that what you're trying to find out? Is that one of your little side quests? Julian put, did Steve Barnett get in touch with me? Yes. Yes, Steve Barnett did get in touch. Let me just double check. Is it Bartlett? Barrett. Stephen Barrett? Is that who you mean, Julian? You probably meant who you meant when you write it. If I just read it correctly, then I would know. Yes, he did get in touch. Thank you. Well, Martha, you mentioned he has astral magic. Martha, what sounds better, Benjamin Hawkin or Benjamin Flint? Flint is his father's last name. They're good, strong names. I think I prefer Hawkin, actually. Benjamin Hawkin. It has a sort of oldie-worldy feel. Has a sort of American, like, what do they call them? The first people that colonised America. You know, it has that sort of feel to it. Night of the Romancer was new in in 2010. Oh, that's pretty cool, yeah. Which means it's 16 years old. Where does the time go, people? Yeah, Steve. What? So I take it Steve got in contact with you, Julian, going, why? Where's my book? Paid for the money. Is that how you know? Is that why you're asking? Martha put a yes, and I'm figuring it out in the game. He's struggling to find clues. Oh, I like it. I like it. A little bit of murder mystery. 2010. Oh, Julian's slightly out. Yeah, Benjamin Gin Hawkins. Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, but I like that. Hawkins. That's good. Necromancer. What? I love the fact that Jonathan really wants me to pronounce things correctly. What did I say? New Romancer. Where you've Night of the New Romancers, where you ultimately you get lost in a nightclub. Is that what it is? You have to buy a drink for you and your mates. That's one of your little side quests. But your mates are obviously off dancing or they're throwing up in the toilet. Martha's put here Hawkins. No, the name was inspired by some actual famous pirates. Oh yeah, of course, fantastic. That's good research there, Martha. Julian's also put here, I said I had mine, and he said, oh, I haven't. Oh, I see. I said I had mine, he said, oh, I haven't. I said I knew you were struggling because of how many you could get to the post office in one time to get in touch. Yes. Thank you for that, Julian. Forgot your name there. Should we start again? I must admit, I did sleep up till about 9:30 this morning. I went, oh, I better go and have a bath. Wake up. Yes, thank you. So that was probably good timing then that I sent everyone that I needed the address. So that would explain why I hadn't sent it to him, because I didn't have his address. However, in some respects, if I'm being totally honest, I was kind of a little bit grateful because I knew that I had a lot to send out. And I wanted to send out all the ones that I had the address for first, the ones that replied to me first, which I have done so. Although there's about 5 left. I've still got to send those out, but they're all packaged up. They're all done. And then, yeah, that's why I sent round the email, because I thought, right, if I then get those new addresses in, then because those of you that know, I think everybody knows, I parcel them up in tissue paper, didn't I? And I did the stamp with the wax. And of course, it takes me a long time to do each book because there's 3 seals on it. Anyway, so it takes a long time to put them together. So I wanted to, it took me about 4 hours yesterday to do about 4 books. So, where have we got to then? I said, oh yeah, Jonathan, but Night of the Romancer would be a very different kind of gameplay, exactly. You alright, darling? What can I get you? Baby sham for the lady. Just mucking about. Right, so Leerin's put, apologies if I got grumpy. Oh no, that's alright, and angry with my support of the Odyssey. No. Sorry, no. Not at all. Just watched a revolting conservative slander review that basically equated talent who were not white as the only hired. Yeah, I know. It's a controversial film. It's always controversial when they do stuff like that, and can never be judged on merits of the talent like mainstream, i.e. white, strict, heterosexual talent, are the venomous slander against the Odysseys, the early 2000s Hollywood slander against Asian cinema as an invasion all over again. Yes, the only thing I will just say, just to stir the pot, is that I thought this was a Greek story and there's no Greek actors in it. I'm just putting it out there to stir the pot. But yeah, no, that's a whole different topic. That is one of those things, and obviously you feel very passionate about it, Leerin. So yeah, don't apologise for putting stuff like that. I'm more than happy for people to have a variety of different opinions. This is, I grew up in an age where everybody, you could have different opinions and you could still be their best mate. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I think what's happened, obviously, the internet, there are some people that can't handle that. That if someone's got a different opinion, then, you know, you're the enemy and I'm on the right side of history. You know, and that goes for both sides of the argument, whatever argument it could be. When it's like, no, just, yeah, you know, you believe that? Great. I believe this? Great. You know, let's have a drink. There's more... What was it, Oscar Wilde? I don't know who said it. There's more that keeps us. There's more. We've all got more in common than we have that divides us, and that's how I look at stuff. Good morning, Sally. I forgot this was on. Yeah, so did I, Sally. No, I didn't. It's Sally's birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, Sally. Well, it was Wednesday, but you know, happy birthday. So, yeah, Sally and I, we went to see the film The Invite. I don't know if anybody's seen that film, The Invite. That was very good. It's like a grown-up comedy, basically. Benjamin had one slip at the start of the game. Now he's captain of a fleet of 26 sheep and is overwhelmed. Wow, he's done well for himself. A fleet of 26. That's an army. Julian's bit. I managed to get my copy of Jam's Caves of... Oh, you did? Yes, 200 part book from Lynn. Just as I went to him directly and explained it all. Came through last weekend. Oh, good. Fantastic. Yeah, I did. I have been asking Jam about that, because I did mention it to Jam. And then Jam said, oh, yeah. I think Jam told you to go directly, or somebody told you to go directly to Troy, or Lynn, whatever his name is, Troy, isn't it? So it's, yeah, so I thought, oh, okay, that's cool, I don't have to do anything, which is always the best outcome. As long as I don't have to do anything, then it's all good. Yeah, so no, that's good. Oh, I'm good, I'm glad it came through for you. Yes, happy birthday, says Julian. I hope the week goes well. History is written by the victors or superiors. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Morning, Julian. Less fun the last 2 days. Yeah, but off to the family because today is looking really forward to it. Fantastic. Yeah, we're going to go and visit Sally's family, which is always fun. No, it is. It's not. It's nice. It's nice. I hope the weather stays good. Yeah, raining up here again. Oh, okay. Yeah, we could do with some rain, though, to be honest. Maybe tomorrow. It's like the late Queen. She has 2 birthdays. She does. She has many birthdays. Not just 2. Yes. Doesn't the King have 2 birthdays? Because one is his actual birthday and one is the official state birthday. Which I think's a little bit greedy, isn't it? Yes, he did. Correct. Good. And yes, no rain threatening yet. No, it's very warm this morning. Turns out Jam didn't have me on his list. Oh, I see. Good. So A, I didn't have to do anything, and B, I wasn't to blame. That's the perfect recipe. Benjamin, Martha said, rescued those ships, fantastic, and their crew from the big baddie by treating the people as they ended up following on their own accord. Oh, that's lovely. That's the best kind of mutiny. Offer them hope. Offer them hope. Offer them their freedom. Not quite, because you still need them to row the boats, but... The late Queen's love for her husband Albert. Oh, I see. So you're talking about Victoria. I think Jonathan was mentioning Queen Elizabeth. But anyway, the late Queen's love for her husband Albert also translated to multiple Albert Parks in Australia. Ah, fantastic. In the year I lived there. And London too, I noticed. Yes, there is a lot of Albert. In fact... on EastEnders, which is a massive soap over here, soap TV show, there's Albert Square, which is the main square in Albert in EastEnders. Yes, King Charles III has 2 birthdays. His actual birthday on November the 14th, and his official birthday celebrated on Saturday in June. That's, you know, honestly, the arrogance of the royal family to go, do you know what, we're having 2 birthdays, and one of them we're going to get the public to pay for. What is up with that? Clever. Clever. No, that. Clever. Not that. Clever. Well, that's clever. He helped them find their families, get those that just wanted to go away back home. Fantastic. Sounds like the Odyssey. And the marvellous Royal Albert Hall, of course. The Royal Albert Hall. Yeah. Do you know what's in the Royal Albert Hall? Can anyone guess? Yeah. It's that's not British. Doof, 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 doof. There you go. There's the EastEnders doofs. There we go. Hitler's other ball. Why is that so funny? So yes, so there you go. So there's the update on To Kill a Thief. The other great bit of news about Gamebooks is, talking of Troy, Troy has very kindly agreed to still, you know, publish my next one, which is The Rat Wife of Sleepy Ice. So those of you that have backed Jam's project and my project, you're going to get an ebook, plus you're also going to get a printed version of the book, which we hadn't initially planned, but you guys are going to get that for free. And yeah, so Troy, you know, I contacted him saying, yeah, I finished it, it's all up to date, it's done and dusted. He then went, great, send it over to me. So I've sent him over everything that he needs. It looks like he's going to go with my cover, which is great. And then he's going to ask an artist to do the inside illustrations, because I'd never planned to do illustrations for this one. So that, yeah, so we've been backing and forthing a little bit, because he's needed a few things clarifying, which I've corrected or, you know, changed. And we're good to go. So it's all gone a bit quiet now, so I'm assuming that he's getting it print ready, he's typesetting it, or he's doing whatever he needs to do. And then I'm hoping, I haven't asked him yet, it'd been really cool if it was on sale at the Fighting Fancy Fest 6. So I'm also meaning to ask him, well, Jonathan might know, I don't know if you're allowed to say who's going to be there and who isn't, but is Troy coming over? I remember him being at a Dragon Meet before. So is he coming over for Fighting Fancy Festival 6? I don't know, I need to ask him that. Because if he is, then I've got a stall already and I can just sell them on my book, on my stall. A salute though to King Albert for giving us globally broadcast speech that united the world against the Axis. Yeah, Scar. Cheers. Absolutely. I didn't know that. Did he do global broadcasting? Woohoo! I shall wait with my bated breath. Yes. I'm not sure when it's going to be done, but it will be done relatively soon, I would imagine, in the next couple of months. So are you allowed to publish that yourself at a later date, or does it sit under Savage Realms? So The Rat Wife of Sleepy Eye, yes, it is a Savage Realms title. So he did just purchase it off of me. But it does mean that I can sell it, but I have to buy it off of him, as far as I can remember in the contract. So I'd be like a retailer. So I would buy it at cost price from him, like a retailer, where you know, he would make a little bit of profit, I guess, and then I would sell it for how much I think I could sell it for, you know, to make a little bit of profit. So, but for me, it's not about that really at this stage of the game. It's about building up my collection of books to offer people. You know, Jonathan very brilliantly has, you know, can't remember now, 13 game books, 11 game books that he can have on his stall, which appeals to different types of people, so there's more chance of you getting a sale. So again, I'm sort of trying to do that. So it would be cool to have that available for people as well. OAC said on Facebook that due to his illness, he's not coming as a vendor, but just as an attendee. Oh, that's cool. So he's still coming over. That would be really cool to meet up with him again. He is coming, oh yeah, but as a punter, not a vendor. Okay, thank you guys for confirming that. Well, I'm going to talk to him because I just thought, well, I need to let him just sort it out, and then I'll say to him, oh, by the way, is there any chance that I could sell a few copies on the stall? You know, would you have the copies by then? The broadcast was by radio, says Lerin, to the nations of the Commonwealth, and he had to overcome a lifelong stutter and gain the courage to give such an iconic address. I don't think that was King Albert, Lerin. I think that was King George. Who was that? King George V? Was it? I think, yeah. Has anyone seen, or King George? Oh, who was it? It wasn't Albert, or was it Edward? George the Sixth. George the Sixth, says Sally. Yeah, that's the King's Speech. Have you ever seen the film The King's Speech? It's a really good film, and it stars. Is it Hugh Bonneville as the king? Oh, Colin Firth. That's it. I knew it was somebody good. Yeah, Queen Elizabeth's dad. That was it. Because he wasn't meant to be king, I don't think, was he? And then, for whatever reasons, he became king. Yeah. I should go and buy snacks. Ooh, lovely snacks. Albert was apparently his name before. Oh, Lerin's counteracted with the facts. Albert was apparently his name before he was crowned. Oh, okay, fair enough. So we are talking about the same person after Edward's abdication. That's it. Yeah. You see, we just ramble off onto anything here. So the other things that I've been working on, I've been working on my party game that I created years ago and then just left those people, and that's been really good. I've now created the proper prototype for it, so we have various different things going on. So in those people, I've changed it, so you've got A, B, C, D and A, B, C, D, and then what you do is you take 4 of the top those people cards and you read them out, and then as you read them out you put them under the letters. So those people who fail to realise your worth, those people who moan about everything but do nothing to change anything, those people who give bad attitude without reason, those people who say about their dog, it's okay, he won't bite, whilst their dog is straining at the lead. So they would go A, B, C, D. And then people have little tokens with A, B, C, D. And then they rank them. So if they felt that D, those people who say their dog is okay but it won't bite, but you know they're straining at the lead. If you think that I would put that at number 1, then you rank that at number 1. So you're trying to guess what the active person would find the most annoying to the least annoying, and that's the game. And you know what? It is very, very enjoyable. I've play tested now 3 or 4 times, and every time there's no changes to be made. The only changes I've made is added these, you know, little things, but the actual gameplay has stayed the same. So gas station snacks. No proper snacks. It has to be proper snacks. Colin Firth, however, will always be immorally... Yeah, Mr. Darcy of the BBC's Pride and Prejudice to me. And to Sally. And to Sally. Hey, Sally. Hey. Woo! It's a hot one. Woo, woo, woo. Yes, it was a very good version. For me, the dog thing is on top. Oh, so Martha, due to being a bit scared of dogs after getting... So this is it. This is the game. So if you were the one that read these out, you were the right ranter, we would be trying to guess and rank what ones you found most annoying. So yeah, people to fail to realise your worth. I'd probably put second for you, Martha. Those people who give a bad attitude without reason, I'd probably put third. And then those people who moan about everything but do nothing to share, I'd probably put fourth. And then everybody reveals what they ranked, and then you gain 1 point if you guessed, you know, that you got it in the right place, basically. Absolutely, says Sally. And smouldering. Sorry, I thought isn't that what you said about me, though? No, am I getting confused? Not nice and understandable. Yes, you got bitten by a dog twice. That is not good. I can see why she likes you. You and Colin Firth separated. Yeah, we are. Yeah, I get a lot of people say that, actually. I get a lot of people stop me in the street asking for my autograph. And also saying, you know, you're a lot shorter than you look on film. A lot of people say that. Yeah. Come on. Julian's put, especially when he surfaces out of the pond. Julian's getting in on the action as well. Calm down, everybody. All right? Calm down. If you want some eye candy, go back and look at some episodes of The Bottled Imp. The resemblance is uncanny. Yeah, thank you, Sally. I know. You said it was for my personality, but we all know. You need to wear a top hat more often. Yeah, well, I do have a top hat. I used to wear a top hat. Like some kind of Lovecraftian deep one. You people coming out of the water. Whoa, look at the tentacles on him. No two different dogs. Oh, two different dogs bit you. Oh my god. One big dog when I was 4 years old, and an adult by a small dog who thought she was the boss. Something I didn't let her be. Wow. Yeah, that's the thing with dogs. They bite. They're bitey biters. I do find it quite amusing when have I ever had, you know, when you're walking along in the park or wherever, I don't think I've ever had dog owners going, yeah, just be careful, this one bites. No one says that. They all go, oh no, he's alright, he's lovely. And they go, "Urgh." And you're like, I'm not feeling that lovely vibe here. The second word has been asterisked out. Okay, let me read. Conker only pretends to bite you if he doesn't want you to groom him. Fair enough. Suckers. The meanest and funniest lines is Mr. Bennett crying, "Oh, Mr. Bennett, what shall we do with you?" To which Mr. Bennett cheekily replies, "Don't worry, dear. Take comfort in the possibility that I might outlive you." Yeah, that's a good line. I don't think I did it justice. Jonathan Pett, actually, he did bite me once when he... Oh, my God. When he... Well, hang on. Oh, when he didn't want me to put him in the back of the car. Cheeky conker. It's not right. Did you tie string round his belly and then play actual conkers with him with another dog? Just teach him a lesson. How old is your dog? Yeah, God, how old is Conker now? That's a good point. On the wrist, he was clearly going for my archery. Yeah, he knew what he was doing. He knew. They know. Dogs know. And the other thing that I've been doing is I have been revamping and playtesting a card game that Kedrick and I have designed together called What's Your Poison? What's Your Poison? Now, initially, I themed it Chat Noir, which, for those of you that don't know, is a bohemian nightclub in the sort of 1840s. So hence why you got cats all over it. And it's a game of bluff. There is one poison card. You do not want to be poisoned. That's the gist of the game. And you're trying to get rid of all your cards. So it's shedding your hand, basically. What a vision. Two dogs on strings. Yeah, exactly. Like a weird Newton's cradle. Yeah. We all know how to play conkers, don't we? You hold your little dog up and they go, "Arr!" They lunge. Might use that in a game book. Just over there. Oh, just over 3.5. Oh, bless him. He'll be 4 on our wedding anniversary in December. Oh, I love the fact you got married in December. I'm just guessing that because it's your wedding anniversary. I probably knew that at one point. Well, cats are no better when you are trying to get them to do the same thing. Absolutely, they don't want to do. I'm currently lacerated, due to trying to give my cat tablets. Absolutely. I think the difference is, I'm not dismissing this at all, Sally, is that people know that cats, no cat owner goes, he's alright, he won't bite, because they know that's not true. Everyone knows cats. Cats are honest. At least they're honest. Come near me. Yeah? You know. So you're very wary of cats. Dogs, on the other hand, the owners try and pull a fast one, don't they? Long-furred dogs are adorable, yes. Though having to take them for a bath every 2 weeks, like my cousin, yeah. Pomeranian is problematic, especially when they don't like baths. Yeah. See, we're just trying to wash them when they don't need to be washed. Rat conkers in the Thieves Guild. Yeah, exactly. Get little rats. Rat conkers. Oh, I quite like that, yeah. Rat conkers. And you'd say, what's yours? You go, oh, mine's a 22er. Mine's a 49er. Because how many battles you've won with your conker. Maybe you could do that. Rat conkers. That is true. Jonathan Pear, we weren't meant to get married in the... Oh, we were meant to get married in the summer, but my sister-in-law would have... Oh, I think you've told me this before. Would have been away on tour with the army at the time. Yeah, that's her loss. Surely. So we brought it forward to just before Christmas instead. That meant the church was full of holly music. Yeah. You know what? Winter. Have a winter one. That's much better. Look at all the decorations. People are actually in a happy mood as well. Sounds perfect, Jonathan. Absolutely. That does sound lovely. Julian got married on Halloween. That does not surprise me. Again, why not? Go for it. And better with cats, says Martha. And understand them better. Sadly lost. Oh, how do you pronounce that? Eowyn? She was 13 years old. Yeah, Sally and I are more cat people. In Australia, 37 degrees heat. Wow, that's a hot one. Awesome. Did the bride wear black? Yeah. And have false Dracula teeth. Did you both have foot there? Oh, please tell me you did. Both, you're all standing there. You're dressed up like Dracula. She's the bride of Dracula. With the big hair. And you got your false fangs. Gotta go, says Martha. No, gotta go, says Sally. Oh, yeah, we've got to go. We've got to go. Anyway, have a good weekend. I thought I was coming over at 11:30, but anyway. Would you dress up as yeah, Jack Skousen for the anniversary, Julian? Come on, that's a great idea. Sadly not, but we did have a Halloween-themed decoration and got the kids trick-or-treat buckets. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I'm getting rid of more stuff, says Martha. Space for the cat. I almost read that as a space cat. You're going to get a space cat. That'd be great. Have fun at the barbecue. Yes. Thank you very much. Oh, no, that's to Sally. I wish. So, what I've decided to do, though, is, and Kedrick doesn't know this, Kedrick's actually at Gen Con promoting Guildlands and the Crooked Crown. Remember I did that last year with Kedrick. But Kedrick now works for the company, Outset Media. So, he's actually over there because he has to be. I'm adopting one. Oh, bless you, Martha. Give it a good home. That's how we have ours, yeah. So, I have now decided to change the theme, and I will be emailing Kedrick this very shortly, to Goblin Pirates. Goblin Pirates! Look at that. Goblin Pirates. So, because I did think actually this could be in the same universe as the Crooked Crown. And it's great. It's a drinking game. You know, you're each selecting which drink that you're going to play. Rum, grog. So now I've changed the names of the card. Brandy. We've got beer. We've also got other things. So grog I knew I'd heard of. Hello, that looks great. Well, it's AI. It's AI generated because, and before you jump down my throat, because it is just a prototype. It's just a prototype. So we've got grog. We've got grog. So obviously I'm going to say to the publisher, yeah, you can't have the artwork. It's AI. We need to get an artist to do it. But also, Jonathan, Martha, anyone, have you heard of that drink? A rum fustian. A rum fustian. Have you heard of that? Apparently that was on pirate ships. And it's like a mixture of... Well, weirdly enough, it doesn't have rum in it. But it's like a mixture of whiskey and egg yolk. And it's all a bit bizarre. Have you heard of that one? No, says Jonathan. Since Button Shy closed in the UK, we need more simple card games. Oh, have they? No, it doesn't sound real. Well, I did my research. I'll double check it, or if anyone wants to, you know, prove me wrong, but that's what it came up with. And then also Bamboo. Has anyone heard of that? Which again is a bit of a cocktail. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Rum fustian is a hot traditional English alcoholic drink first recorded around 1824. Despite its name, it traditionally contains no rum. Instead, it is potential... Yeah, a mix of beer, sherry, or white wine, gin, egg yolk, sugar, and spices. There you go. Yeah. But also Bamboo. Have you heard of Bamboo? Apparently that was a pirate drink as well. And again, it's sort of like a mixture. I think that one does have rum in it. Then we got brandy, which we all know about brandy, and beer. And also there's one more. What else is there? Oh, and wine. I've done wine as well. Done wine. So there we go. Bamboo, says Julian, also known as bamboo or bamboo, is a drink typically made from rum, water and sugar with nutmeg, cinnamon or both added. One, modern bamboo is often made with dark rum, citrus. Yeah, nutmeg. Steals captain's hat. Why? You're missing mead and ale. Yes, now I do appreciate that because I thought, oh, that's quite cool to have things like that people haven't necessarily heard about just to keep things different. But I did think, well, will people naturally say rum fustian or bamboo? Is it too odd to put in the game? So if Kedrick and I decide it is, then yeah, we'll put mead or ale or whiskey. You know, we'll put something a bit more traditional in there. So there we go. So that is the new themed, and I've also put some tokens into the game where you vote on who, because basically the theme now is that the captain, you've mutinied, obviously all pirates mutiny, the captain's no longer wanted, and in order on this pirate ship, the next captain is chose through this drinking game. And you can potentially poison people. So obviously if they drink the poison, they get 3 lives basically, and then they're eliminated from the game. You can also poison yourself accidentally, because if someone calls out the fact that you've played the poison card, because you play cards face down, and they say, yeah, one of those is the poison, and you flip it and it is the poison, then you have to drink the poison, so you lose a life, etc, etc. So that is the sort of aim of the game. And at the beginning of each round, you vote to see who is going to choose what drink is going to be the lead drink, if that makes sense. So, and you have to put your tokens in. You've got a limited amount of tokens. So that's, yeah, so that's that. So there you go. So, Martha put, Julian has a captain's hat. Does that mean he walks the plank? Yeah, we've just ousted you. We've just ousted you. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Also, yesterday, no, not the plank. I'm afraid of long drops. What is it? I love the expression. Yeah, just take a long walk off a short plank. Or take a long walk off a short pier, I think was the actual expression. Bumbo, a related drink is the traitor. Oh, is it? Made with oranges, rum, honey, and citrus mixed with... Oh, and heated. Mixed and heated. Oh, okay. Ah, that would be quite cool. Bumbo was commercially used during election campaigns. Yes, I read about this. Yeah. I think, was it George Washington used it? Because they gave it to Phoebe and they got them all drunk. And then they said, vote for us. Yeah, Americans, to the extent that that treating voters to gifts and other freebies during election campaigns was referred to as swilling the planters with bamboo. Exactly. Isn't Wikipedia fun? Absolutely. It is good. It is good. So yeah, so that's that. Oh, I've got a really itchy nose for some reason. The other thing that I've done is, and I thought I was going to talk more about this today, but we've just been chatting, so that's fine. It's marketing. What is your favourite colour? Blue. Wait. Oh, so that's Monty Python, isn't it? Isn't that Monty Python? Yes. I thought I was going to talk about marketing, but we've only got a couple of minutes, so I'll just quickly say the other thing that I have done. I don't know if anybody... I just started cropping up onto my Facebook feed. It was a guy called Chris Goor, Goor, and he's created a marketing course, Couch to Creator. And I'm always a bit wary of these, you know. But this one seemed pretty good because his videos were really good. They were capturing my attention. He seemed a nice guy, you know, which does make a difference, even though you say it shouldn't. And it is about how to create social media reels that actually people listen to. And he's got a little system, and I just found them very interesting, what he had to say in his videos. So I have bought for £35 a 5-week course of just creating content, and also how to edit them and how to do. So this little course about editing and quickly editing, and because he used to work for the BBC as a cameraman. He's now gone on his own. You know, he's got years and years of experience, so he knows what he's talking about. He's still a camera supervisor. He still covers gigs. He does Glastonbury. He does all sorts of things. And I just thought, yeah, I need a little bit of a kick up the ass to get me going again. So I've downloaded that. It looks pretty cool. I've watched his videos. I've not started doing it yet, but I've watched what he's got to say, and it seems very interesting. Martha's Player, I got a pirate game. It's super fun, fantastic. Pirates is a great theme for games, absolutely. What do you know what it's called? Leaving us, but the Bridge of Doom is another way to fall off a long distance besides walking the plank. Yeah, exactly, Monty Python. There you go, chrisgore.com. Yeah, and pirates are just great for anything, really. They are. And oh, my connection is I was in Pirates of the Caribbean 4. I think it was number 4. Just as an extra, kicking around the background. And yeah, what I was going to say is, yeah, so basically I'm going to be starting doing 2 posts a week. And he said it's about consistency, it's about doing short videos, you know, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, or 30, 40 seconds. Structuring it in a certain way, you know. And you know what I'm talking about. It's that sort of thing where you see videos and they reel you in. It's the hook. It's that there's a format to it. Were you nice? Yes, I was. It's called Washed Ashore. Oh, I see. Oh, I've not heard of that board game. It sounds cool. Washed Ashore. And yeah, so I'll be doing those, and because I've got 2 businesses really that are running side by side. One is my psychic mediumship and one is my writing and board games. So I'm going to be doing both, but I'll probably be doing the psychic mediumship first, but I do also want to do it for my books as well. So it's going to be an interesting journey. But and he said, you know, don't worry about the outcome, you know, as in just start doing it. And everything else should fall into place. You know, give advice to people. That's sort of the main thing. And so, yeah. So there you go. It's a card game. Sounds good. Alley Cat games. Yeah, they're good. Alley Cat games. They've got some good games. There you go. Look at Julian. Julian's like my mod. Thanks to Julian for all the modding that he's doing. Thank you. So yeah. So it's I'm really excited about that, actually. I'm really, really excited about it. So I'm going to be starting it Monday. And because because it's school holidays, you know, and I've got lots of time at the moment, you know, to myself, I'll probably be able to do more than just 2 videos a week. So I'm going to sort of film lots of videos in one go, because it seems more, you know, economical to do it that way. And then I can just start scheduling them to come out and to go up, you know. But also I did think that, again, that Jonathan, you might be interested in doing this. because I noticed you've started doing a bit more posting, bit more videos. You know, you've talked about various things, you know, and it is that kind of thing, and it's doing it regularly. So I don't know if you know, you could have a look at mine, see what you think, or you could go, yeah, they're rubbish, Ken, what are you talking about? Sounds fascinating, says Julian, but if you do loads and put them out in the photo, it covers you. What's that? It covers you over term time. Yes, well, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. But in a way, he wants it to be part of your weekly routine, so you get used to doing them when you are busy. So there is that to it as well. But I might record quite a few just to cover them, or keep some back just in case I can't do it. Yeah, yes, I've been testing the water. I have plans to do a podcast. Everybody's doing a podcast. Yeah, I was doing a podcast, wasn't I? But that didn't seem to... I don't know, it's difficult. If you've got time to do it, then yes. And if you need guests, Jonathan, I'm more than happy to come on. He says, inserting himself into your podcast. But yeah, podcast is good. That's true, actually. I don't know how many game book specific podcasts there are. I've not really looked. Look at the time. Yeah, time, exactly. I too considering similar to try and push our stuff a bit more. Yeah, absolutely, Julian. Yeah, you do need to advertise. You do need to advertise. But you are right. Look at the time. I do need to go to a barbecue with someone, with Sally. So anyway, yeah, so I was going to talk more about the marketing, but maybe we could talk about that more next week. Am I here next week? Let's have a look. Ooh. I also do apologise because I've been, you know, life has just been taken over. So sorry if I've not been around. Wednesday, we're going to be back doing the live stream Wednesday. Note to self, must watch Julian's reviews. Yeah. They've been a few, but none of them have lasted. Oh, I see. Game book review, but none of them lasted. But that's the thing. You've just got to keep going. And I think this is why the Bottled Imp did so well, because we kept going even though we were getting 100 views on our videos. You just keep going, and then hopefully suddenly the algorithm kicks in or something happens and then it takes off. Yeah, so this Wednesday there will be a live stream, Wednesday the 5th. There won't be Saturday because I am doing a psychic medium event on the Saturday. So next Wednesday is going to be the next one of these. Thank you so much for watching, talking, chatting. It's always a pleasure. Thank you, Julian. Thank you, Lyrian. Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, anyone else. And thank those that are watching it on playback. If I've missed your name out, I do apologise. Yes, we have tried podcasts and it was not well received, sadly. Oh, okay. So an extra hour of recording plus editing a week was wasted. That's the thing. Again, yeah, it's a minefield. Well, maybe us three can do a podcast together. Who knows? Where we record it on, and you can put it out on YouTube. Always double it up. You know, you put it out on YouTube, put it out on the podcast as well, and then when you put it, if you record it, so if you did it all via Zoom, you can then just chop it up and put it on as reels as well. Yeah, you three would be a giggle all the time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just an idea, throwing it out there. Right then, nice one, everybody. Thank you, Martha. Have a lovely D&D session. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. I will see you this Wednesday, 7:15. Take care, and remember, may your thieving never get caught. Be caught. Bye. Bye.